ओके। करणजीत सर ज्वाइन कर लिए क्या? हाँ, आई थिंक करणजीत सर है। करण प्रीत।
Hello. Yes.
Sir, extremely
Good
sorry
evening.
for the delay, sir.
Oh, no problem. No problem. Yeah.
Actually, Jackie
Thank
sir
you.
was another meeting with others, our resident center staff, so we got delayed, sir.
Okay.
It was not in this one. So we'll start in, sir, 1 minute, okay, sir? I will ask our yes. SL sir, SL sir is going to take. हाँ सर, मैंने स्टार्ट कर लिया सर।
சரி சார். சரி சரி.
Sir, please wait for our Dr. SL sir is joining, sir. So let's wait for 1 more minute, sir. Not more than that. So today we'll have only 3 lectures. The 4th lecture by Dr. Praveen Bagaria has been this one, since we are already late. So we'll give only 3 lectures from expert from buyer teams. So let me, I think we can start. Let me introduce Deva. So we will have 3 lectures from biocrop science teams. So good evening, everyone, and a warm welcome to day 9 of our 21 days training program. Today's training program will largely focus on integrated pest and weed management. So our first speaker is Mr. Karanpreet Singh from Bayer, and after that, 2 more lecture sessions will be covered by his colleagues, especially by Dr. Lokesh. Lokesh Kumar Kadu and Prem Kumar. So I would like to invite Dr. Mr.
பண்ணி
Karan
சைட் இருக்கான்னு
start the
பாக்குறதுக்கு
lecture.
மட்டும் தான்.
Karanpreet and team, I request you to kindly finish it up by 6:30. Okay.
Okay.
Just
Sure.
squeeze it up and just highlight the things. Floor is now for yours.
Thank
Because
you.
of some technical glitch, we couldn't able to do on time. Please start.
Just, my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. 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 Thank you, sir, for having us this opportunity. So I'm currently looking after herbicide development in IBSL. So working in Bayer Crop Science Limited. So I will take you through regarding the weed management in corn. So let's understand what are the major problems in corn, first of all. And you can see here, these are the problems like Cytheria, Digitaria, Dactyloctinium, and these are the hard to control grasses. And you have Eleusine, Dynebra, and even Cyprus rotundus also. This problem is also spreading quite a lot, and this is also one of the hard to control sedge. And you can see here, this is rotobolia actually. So I think probably you heard about rotobolia. This is very really hard to control grass, and the mainly dominated in, you can say, Madhya Pradesh and even Tamil Nadu and even Karnataka as well. But now it's spreading to other states as well. But I'll give you a perspective. What are the herbicides which are available, especially for mixed weed control? for the control of mixed weed flora. And on the other side, because rotobolia, this one is not getting controlled by any of the herbicides so far, but we will see. We are going to come up with the new herbicide in future. That's a near future, and but that's quite effective, especially for the management of rotobolia. So regarding rotobolia, now what is the situation overall? You can see these states, the rotobolia is quite dominating Karnataka, then Telangana, even Tamil Nadu, and even some part of UP also it has been observed. And you can see what farmers are doing, basically interculture operations, and even after interculture operation as well, you can see a lot of rotobolia in between the plants. So the main disadvantage of this weed is you can see the thorns here at the base of the plant, and it's not easy to even manual weeding as well. Labor is finding a lot of difficulty for the manual weeding of this weed, and farmer are spending huge amount of money, especially for the management of rotobolia. So this is one of the herbicide which we have, Lodis, and the technical in this herbicide is Cambotrione, and Cambotrione is a HPPD inhibitor, and azoxydiphene is a safener basically. So you can see here, this is HPPD inhibitor. What mainly HPPD inhibitors are doing? HPPDs are playing very important role for the carotenoid biosynthesis. Now, carotenoid basically act as a sunscreen. When it's present in the plant, whatever the rays are coming from the sun, normally it filter all those rays which are harmful to the plant. But when after application of herbicide, carotenoid is being inhibited, then what will happen? All the rays will come to the plant and it will ultimately damage the chlorophyll. So that's why carotenoid is very important in the plant to prevent the plant from overall harmful rays as well. And the timing of this herbicide is when you need to apply this chemical at MPO leaf stage, it means 2 to 4 leaf stage of the weed. I think you aware that earlier times when farmers were using atrazine kind of product, but after that a lot of HPPD chemistries came in the market, but still there are uh, 3-4 HPPDs available. Probably I would like to mention, like one is Lodis, Cambotrione, and another one is Westnit Complete as well, which is uh, top Ramazon basically, and another one is Calaris Extra, which is a mesotrione. All are HPPD inhibitors, and all the products are quite effective for the management of weed flora. So let's understand the result of this product. You can see in case of untreated control, a lot of mixed weeds are there, but when you apply HPPD chemistries, Lodis plus atrazine, and the dose rate is 287 ml per hectare. See, all the HPPs, they are not going as a solo product. When you are adding with atrazine, this is providing a very good synergy for the management of weed flora. So atrazine is required to be tank mixed with this kind of product. So you can have a better weed control overall, even a very good residual efficacy also you can see here. And this is from another location. When you have lot of grasses, you can see how Lodis plus atrazine, the product are performing in the market. And even other HPPDs are also still doing very good, especially for the management of mixed weed flora. So I'm not considering here rotobolia, but we will see how rotobolia, what kind of solution we have coming in the future. Again, from another location, when you have Citeria, Parthenium, that kind of weed, you can see the product are still doing very good. Lodis plus atrazine, even Westnit Complete and Calaris Extra as well. So overall, nowadays, earlier times, the pre-emergent market was quite dominating. But nowadays, most of the farmer are using post-emergent herbicide. These herbicide normally being applied at 2 to 4 leaf stage of the weed. This is the current market situation where HPPD chemistries are normally majorly farmer are using for the management of weed flora in corn. So overall mixed weed flora, I think this is a good situation, good herbicide available in the market. But when we come to rotobolia, now what we have for the rotobolia? So this is the product Edingo in the name, which we are going to launch in next year. And let's see how this product is behaving, especially for the management of hard to control weeds. So normally, if you see, this is the principle of weed management. When you have in a early stage, when you control the weeds in an early stage of the corn, it means there will be less competition. So it means you will have a better crop growth and better weed control and even the better yield as well. So this is the product which I am going to talk about. This cannot be applied in MPO leaf stage. This is the product which can be applied in pre to EPO segment. You can say around 1 to 2 leaf stage of the weed is very important. When you apply this product, you will have a very good control, especially rotobolia. And what this product contain? This product has a two technical, basically thion-carbazone and isoxaplutol. And thion-carbazone is a ALS inhibitor, and isoxaplutol is a HPPD inhibitor. So, lot whatever the HPPDs are available in the market, most of the HPPDs are being applied at you can say post-emergent stage of the crop, 2 to 4 leaf stage of the weed as well. But this is the HPPD isoxaplutol. This is mainly working in pre to EPO segment. It means these two products, isoxaplutol and thion-carbazone methyl, these two have both the way of action. It means it can work through soil, it can work through the foliar of the weed as well. So both ways it's working. It means when you apply this product at early stage, even the germinating flushes are also very well controlled, especially with this herbicide. So we are going to have a label claim of this product in core in near future. I think we are expecting by October, November month, so that this product should be available in the market by next year. And this product has a very good safener technology as well. There is no any impact on the corn crop by applying this kind of product. So as I told that there are two technical, one is thion-carbazone and isoxaplutol, and thion-carbazone is a ALS inhibitor and isoxa is a HPPD inhibitor. And both are working through roots as well as the leaves. And basically for corn, we are going to have a label claim of this product in future. So this slide will give you a overall systemicity of the product. Even when you apply at a pre-emergent, it means through soil also how the product is being translocated on the leaves of the weeds. So this is a Setaria weed, this is a Chenopodium. You can see in all the part of the plant, the chemical is getting translocated, isoxaplutol. Even thion-carbazone as well, this is getting translocated in all the part of the plant. Even when you are applying at EPO 1 to 2 leaf stage of the weed, product is getting translocated in whole part of the plant. So that's why this product is very effective, especially for the hard to control weeds. This is the overall spectrum of Adingo. You can see what are the different weeds which are getting controlled, especially. Rotobolia, it's a rotobolia specialist. You can say very good control, 80 to 95% in the range. And then Setaria also, this is also a hard to control grass, very well controlled. But other weeds, if you see, these weeds are getting controlled by another HPPD chemistries also. But these are the tough weeds I'm talking about, which are not getting controlled by sometimes the HPPD chemistries only. Cypress rotundus. This is also very hard to control. So you can see 2+. We are not claiming fully, especially for the Cypress rotundus, but it will give a good suppression, overall 70 to 75% control in the range, because in a current scenario, there is no any herbicide, especially in corn, which is working very well for Cypress rotundus. But this kind of product will give you a very good suppression, especially for the Cypress rotundus as well. And even for Commelina also, you are getting very good control. Commelina also spreading a lot in some part of India. So that's why we need a product which can work well, especially in those weed flora as well, which are hard to control. So one more point I would like to add, see, all these products, even Adingo also, we are not going as a solo product. This also need to be tank mixed with atrazine for a better synergy and even better residual control as well. But the major strength is coming from Adingo that will give you a overall broad spectrum control for all the weeds. This is the result. I can say you can see here untreated, and this is Adingo plus atrazine. Even Adingo also you can see at 42 days after application how the product is behaving, and very good control on rotobolia you can see here. when even in pre as well as EPO. But this will be our recommendation in future, especially in early post segment, because in early post segment, when you are applying at 1 to 2 leaf stage of the weed, and then you have a better residual control also. See, now only point is this is a complete switch from the mid post emergent segment from the early post segment. Currently, farmer are applying the product whatever is available in the market. They are applying in 2 to 4 leaf stage of the weed. So, but this is the product need to be applied bit early. You can say around 7 to 10 days after sowing of the corn. Then you will have a better residual control also, even better efficacy also with this product. This is again from overall. You can see how a dingo is performing and how the other standard are performing. There is no any chemical available in the market. You can see market standard how this is performing on rotobolia. But this product Dingo is giving you a very good control, especially for rotobolia, and this kind of weeds are sometimes threat for the corn production. So we are talking about ethanol vision. So in that regard, there should be a significant increase in the production required, especially for the corn, and that can be managed only if we have a good herbicide available in the market, especially for the management of hard to control weeds like rotobolia, cytheria, even cypress rotundus as well. So this is untreated plot. You can see how is the overall situation when you have a rotobolia infestation. So you will not see much corn and there will be a significant yield loss. Almost it can go up to 50 and 75% yield loss as well when you will not manage rotobolia with any of the herbicides. But what is happening after applying this product at Dingo plus atrazine? You can see here how the product is performing. Very good control, but there are continuous flushes of rotobolia, and this product has an advantage. Whenever the moisture is available, this product will get activated. It means there is a recharge effect. It means when the moisture is available, the product will get recharged. Even after 15 days, 20 days, product will get recharged and it will give you a control on the subsequent flushes as well. So you can see that's why we are getting very good control even till 40 days, 50 days after application as well, especially for this product. So overall, these are the benefits with the Dingo kind of product. You can see here, you have basically two mode of action here, isoxaflutol and thiacarbazone. Very good sustainable weed management, and there should not be any problem of resistance also. So, and the safener is being used here so that there should not be any impact on the crop, and which is quite safe to the crop, and overall very good control against rotobolia you can observe. So this product will bring a lot of relief for the farmers in southern part of India, like in Madhya Pradesh as well, where farmers are really requesting or really want a change, especially with this kind of product, so that they can manage rotobolia very well in their field. So this is all overall in terms of weed management. Just to sum up, I would like to mention here what is the current situation. Lot of HPPD herbicides available in the market, and now the farmer have completely switched to HPPD herbicides, and these are being used in mixture with atrazine as well, so that there should be a better residual efficacy. And some product are having a ready mix solution, like already HPPD plus atrazine as a ready mix. But this is the future, and now the challenge only is if more FPPD will be used in future, definitely there is a need of LCM kind of product, so that so this way we are bringing Adingo, so that this product will be with a different mode of action. Even we have one more product also, which will be which is a mixture of Tambotron plus another uh, technical, so that we can increase the life cycle of such kind of product in future as well. So a lot of innovations are coming considering the ethanol vision in future. So overall, I can say we have a good herbicide for the management of different weed flora in corn across India. Thank you. If any question, please feel free. Yeah.
किसी का अगर सवाल है तो पूछ सकते हैं, 1-2 questions only.
Good evening, sir. I am Dhananjay Tiwari. Basically, I belong to Rohtas district of the Bihar. Sir, in my maize crops, there is a problem of the Trianthema monogyma. Sir, please suggest the suitable remedies.
See, Tranthma actually normally when you are having HPPD plus atrazine mixture farmer are using, this can be well controlled. See, only part is the timing of application is very important. You need to apply the product at 2 to 4 leaf stage of the weed. So it's not like that farmer are applying sometime quite late. That's happening sometime in the farmer field. Normal timing is around 4 to 6 leaf stage as well. So little bit you will have a less control when the product will be applied at the later stage of the weed. So that's why timing is very important. And then you will have a better weed control, especially even Tranthma as well, and even some other grasses also.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Yeah.
One more question. After that, we will move to next lecture. Anyone? If there is no further question, then we'll move to next this one expert lecture by Lokesh Kumar. He's from Bayer and he will be covering the aspect of fall armyworm management. Sir, over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Jat sir, and everybody. Thank you very much for this opportunity actually to join and share with you the product profile of from Bayer for the management of the fall armyworm. I hope my screen is visible to you and I'm audible very well.
Yes, Lokesh, you are. Good.
Okay, thanks, Prem. Okay, so we all are very well aware about the fall armyworm. Since 2018, this problem has started. This is an invasive pest now, and very much regular in occurrence since 2018 of its introduction, and again a very devastating pest. Basically, if you look at the damage caused by this pest is depending on like the level of infestation from low, medium to high. So it can range from 20% to 50%, especially during the vegetative stage, and also during the reproductive stage also this pest is causing the problem nowadays. So very devastating pest, directly impacting the initial plant growth, and even in southern part of our country it is starting just 10 to 15 days after sowing. So immediately after sowing, this pest can start attacking, and which will really damage the overall development of the crop. So very significant. And to manage this pest, initial efforts are very much important, like early scouting and timely intervention with the especially with the all the methods of like integrated pest management, including chemical applications. So to tackle this problem, we have one of our product which is called as Viago, and you can see the technical of Viago is the tetraniliprole, which is a diamide group, belongs to anthraline chemical class, and IRAC classification is 28. You might be wondering that already there are a couple of diamides available into the market. How this is special? So this is the most recent compound which has been identified as in a diamide group. Earlier there were cyantraniliprole, chlorantraniliprole, all these kind of diamides were available in the market, but this was the latest innovation in this particular diamide class. And you can see this is a tetra ring over here. So we have 4n chlorine ring also is there. You can see this one and this one. So because of that, it is called as tetraniliprole, which is an advanced generation of diamide and performing very well. So this is the active ingredient in Viago, and the mode of action I will talk to in detail in next slide, but it is like randomized receptor modulator, which is a very specific mode of action for diamide group of chemistries. So Viago is an insecticide which is largely used for all kind of lepidopteran pest management, not only for fall armyworm, but it can be used, or it is getting used in all kind of lepidopteran pest management. Coming to the ranodine receptor modulator, so this is affecting this modulator, which is having directly impacting the calcium ion, the intracellular calcium ion release. Very uncontrolled release of calcium ion happens from the body of the insect, which eventually cause the muscle contraction. So the body is not normal, body is getting contracted because of the uncontrolled release of this calcium, which is resulting into the immediate cessation of the feeding and followed by the paralysis and the death of the insect. So this is how the mode of action is there with this chemistry. And if you want to summarize this one, mode of action, uncontrolled calcium ion release from the body, which is causing as a muscle contraction, and then followed by very quick antioxidant activity is coming from this product, and eventually the larva is getting died. So you can also see many of these details into the IRAC online this website as well, and this is belong to group 28 of insecticide. Little bit talking about the 200 SC formulation, because this Viago tetanilprol is 200 SC formulation, which is very small suspended particles are there in this SC formulation, and which is giving very uniform coverage. You can see on the leaf surface very good spread is there, and homogeneous particle size, which is very important for the good coverage as well as the absorption by the leaf tissue, plant leaves. Yeah. So we are looking at this, we call this Viago as a broad, strong, and the trust of the buyer. So what do you mean broad? It is really a broad spectrum. It is acting on all kind of lepidopteran pest. Strong means we have very strong performance against all the lepidopteran pest. That is why this product is having very stronger efficacy, and also is coming up with the instill trust from buyer side. That is why this is the symbol of victory, what we call it. And just wanted to take you some key USPs that as I was mentioning about the quick feeding cessation. You can see in this picture over here on the left side, we have tetaniliprole and untreated. Okay, so this is the example of the cabbage DBM, diamond back moth in cabbage. You can see over here, after application within 1 hour in untreated control, you can see there are some few holes already started damaging over here. But in treatment, even after 1 hour of application, those the larvas are live here, but they are not able to cause the damage, because this is what the quick antiferent activity and the quick feeding cessation is happening once the larvas are getting exposed to tetaniliprole. And over the period of time, we can see 3 hours to 24 hours. If you see at untreated, complete damage is there at 24 hours, but you will not see any kind of damage in tetaniliprole because of this antiferent activity. And similarly, this spot experiment also in the lab, it can show like this tetaniliprole at 50 gram AI, which is a recommended dose rate compared to all other solutions which have been approved by CIBRC for management of Fall Armyworm. So this is clearly giving you the edge and extra benefit compared to other products. While you can see on the right side the systemicity of this product is very systemic. But of course, you can see these top 3 photographs is in monocot crops and also dicot crops. In both the situation, you can see the very good spread of the chemical from the point of application. You can see this is the point of application, and you can see this blue part where this chemical is getting distributed. So this is a radioactive photographs which is showing how the distribution is happening. Once the product is available, it is getting distributed to the different plant parts. However, we need to ensure the complete coverage of the plant to have the better penetration into the plant tissues. So complete coverage is very important, and for that we need to use optimize spray volumes so that we can ensure the complete coverage. You can see this is the level of performance. This is untreated. When we saw in our trials, almost complete damage is there to the holes as well as the leaf, and this is how the protection is getting offered by Viago. So this is how the Viago treatment plots look like into the field. So these are coming. This photograph is just an indicative, but we have more than 50 trials we conducted in last almost 7 to 8 years since the introduction of this pest, and we also got the label claim also of tetaniliprole in corn. So just to show you some videos over here. So there are 3 pictures over here. One is untreated, how the eggs and larvas are coming out when the surface is untreated. Second photo is that where the treated leaf is also treated while egg masses are also treated. It means after having the egg masses, the spray was conducted. And in third situation, the only corn leaf was treated, not the egg masses. So you can see what exactly happens when these larvas are coming in contact with the treated surface of the leaf, and how they are getting killed and not able to cause the further damage. You can see in the UTC continuous damage is happening, and these pictures are captured by the time-lapse cameras. And you can see these are the treatments with the eggs. So first of all, very less hatching will happen, and also all the larvae they are getting dead. And here also we are seeing after even spray application is there, and after that if eggs are laying out, after hatching, these larvae are also early instar larvae are also not able to cause any kind of significant damage to the leaf canopy. So this is how the quick action from this one. Our results which shows that we can see this Viago compared to Spinoteran and Imamectin, which are other chemistries. Here we can clearly see when there is low to moderate infestation, we can get almost 12 to 14 days of persistent efficacy, very excellent efficacy. And in case of moderate to high pest infection, we get around 10 to 12 days of efficacy. And similar performance we can see in the Spinoteram, but the plant growth and the early efficacy is very high in case of tetaniliprole. That is why you can see 2% yield is less compared to Viago in Spinoteram, and also 10% yield is less in Imamectin compared to Viago. We can see these are the visuals again here from the UTC, the cobs also, and the healthy cob from the Viago treatment. If you look at the pan-India, wherever we have the major corn growing areas, we have conducted many trials over here, and you can clearly see the consistent performance of Viago at 50 gram AI, which is a 250 ml per hectare dose rate, 100 ml per acre dose rate, which is very, very constant across the geographies. But other solutions, you can see there is a variability into the performance because of the population or because of the exposure of these chemistries into the different areas. But Viago is very, very constant across the geography and offering almost more than 90 to 95% of efficacy over here. And these are some pictures you can see which are self-explanatory. You can see the untreated, very severe damage is there, and you can see this Viago performance compared to other market products. And this is, you can see the unique picture. The protection of the hole is very, very important. So you can see this is untreated and this one is the Viago treatment. So very clearly visible, remarkable difference we can see over here. And it's not only about the product, but we need to also look at the right application timing. It is very, very important when we start the application. If we start the application at the right time, it will protect the further damage. Because if you apply the chemicals late, it will already cause the damage. Larvae are in very big size, and that will again create problem into the management. So better we should start at initial scrapping. When we notice the initial scrapping, immediately the spray application should be started, so that we can restrict the population from the further development. And we need to spray also when the larvae are most active in the morning time or late afternoon or towards evening hours. Larvae are more active because we can expose maximum number of larvae during this time. And also the crop stage should be also optimal, so that the spray application can be carried out in an easy manner. So right dose is very important, and also the right place of the application, because the larvae are mostly hiding into the hole. So covering this whole portion is very, very important. And that is why we are recommending the knapsack sprayer compared to the blower, like a power sprayer, because there will be more drifting. But with the knapsack sprayer, we can really target the whole portion in a perfect manner. And if we use the proper recommended dose rate, we can definitely achieve the desirable level of management of Fall Armyworm. So this is how the positioning. This is based on our experience. Like this Davis scale, if you'll see 1, 2, and 3. So within this range, if we are applying at this level of damage, initial damage, which can be coincide around 15 to 30 days after sowing, and this is the optimum crop stage where we should go for the application at the earliest with 100 ml per acre dose rate, and which can give the a very long-lasting protection and better protection from the Fall Armyworm. So this is how the entire summary of the recommendation. We can get up to 14 days when the population of low to moderate is there. And the quick benefit is like quick feeding suggestion. As soon as the product is getting, the larvae are getting exposed to tetaniliprole, they immediately stop feeding. Though they are live, but they are not able to feed, and eventually they will die within 2 or 3 days. And we can expect long duration control if we follow all these recommendations, along with the better health, good yield, and also the return on investment. So dose is 100 ml per acre with water volume around 150 to 200 liter per acre, just to ensure the proper coverage, so that very good penetration of the compound can happen inside the plant tissues. So these are the same thing, like the best practices already we have discussed. And this is a label dose rate, like 50 gram of active ingredient, which is equivalent to 250 ml of product. And for this Viago, we have a label of like traditional spray application with natural sprayer as well as the drone application. But with both the method, the dose rate is very much similar. 50 gram EI, which is 250 ml per hectare and 100 ml per acre. Only the water dilution is different. In case of normal sprayer, we can use the water volume up to 500 liter per hectare, but in case of drone, we have to use 20 liter per hectare. So only the change in the concentration, dilution ratio, but the performance is same and the dose rate for recommendation is also same. So these are the critical do's and don'ts. This is the last slide from my side, and we have to focus on the perfect dose rate, which is equally important to achieve the desirable control. We need to go for the second application if it is required. If the population is too much increasing based on the population dynamics, we can repeat the application at around 7 to 10 days interval, and not to use more than 2 rounds of Viago because we are equally concerned about the resistance development. So more than 2 rounds, you can change the different group of chemistries, and other compounds can be utilized over there. And we should always target the initial instar, the initial stage of the larvae rather than the late stage of the larvae. So this is all from our side. This is our approach for the management of Fall Armyworm with Viago tetranelicrol. Thank you so much. And if there are any questions, we are happy to take the questions.
Thank you so much, sir. If anyone has questions regarding FA Fall Armyworm and regarding the product, you may please ask. सर मेरा एक सवाल है सर इसमें, जैसे कि आपके एक्सपीरियंस के हिसाब से सर, फार्मर जब आप जैसे ये तो खरीफ सीजन में ज्यादा आता है, तो सर खरीफ में एक फार्मर सर कितना स्प्रे तक लग जाता है? आपके एक्सपीरियंस में मैक्सिमम कहाँ तक गए सर, कि कितने नंबर ऑफ स्प्रे फॉल आर्मीवर्म मैनेजमेंट के लिए आप अपने प्रोडक्ट को छोड़ के तो एज फार्मर के मैनेजमेंट प्रैक्टिसेस में कितना स्प्रे तक जाते हैं सर वो लोग?
थैंक यू वेरी मच सर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन. एक्चुअली डिपेंड्स कि आप क्या तरह से किस चीज़ से आप मैनेजमेंट स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं. एज आई मेंशन, अगर आप अच्छे प्रोडक्ट पहले यूज़ कर लेते हैं तो आपको बेटर लॉन्गर प्रोटेक्शन मिलता है. बट अगर आप जो पुरानी केमिस्ट्रीज हो चुकी है या कोई थोड़े जो ऐसे प्रोडक्ट है जिनका परफॉर्मेंस बहुत अच्छा नहीं है, ऐसे से शुरू करते हैं तो फिर आपको रिपीटेड एप्लीकेशन करनी पड़ सकती है. सो वर्स्ट केस में 3 से 4 एप्लीकेशन होती है, बिकॉज ये पेस्ट जो है अराउंड 45 to 50 डेज तक काफ़ी एग्रेसिव रहती है. उसके बाद थोड़ा इसका डिक्लाइन हो जाता है नेचुरली. तो इनिशियल 45 to 50 डेज प्रोटेक्ट करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. तो इसमें अगर आप लो कॉस्ट केमिस्ट्री या फिर लो परफॉर्मिंग मॉलिक्यूल्स अगर यूज़ करते हैं तो आपको 3 या 4 एप्लीकेशन भी करने पड़ सकते हैं. बट अगर Viago जैसे या अच्छे प्रोडक्ट्स यूज़ करते हैं तो आपको 1 से 2 एप्लीकेशन में भी आपका काम हो जाता है. बट अगेन एप्लीकेशन टाइमिंग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. अगर आप डिले एप्लीकेशन करेंगे उतना ही मैनेजमेंट डिफिकल्ट होगा. अगर राइट टाइम पे इनिशिएट करेंगे उतना ही ईजी आपका मैनेजमेंट हो पाएगा. क्योंकि आपको क्या है ना, प्रोडक्टर का एडवांटेज है कि जब वो एक से हैच होते हैं, क्लस्टर में एग लेइंग होती है, तो एक ही जगह पे आप इनको पकड़ सकते हैं अगर राइट टाइम पे एप्लीकेशन करें. एक बार जब ये डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो जाते हैं अक्रॉस द फील्ड, देन इनका मैनेजमेंट बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है. तो इसलिए हम टारगेट कर रहे हैं कि अर्ली एप्लीकेशन आप करें, सो दैट ये जो फैलने से पहले ही वहीं पे कंट्रोल हो जाए. और जब छोटे लार्वीज होते हैं आपको सक्सेस रेट ज़्यादा मिलता है. तो ये भी स्किल है यहाँ पे, कहाँ पे एट राइट टाइम राइट प्रोडक्ट और राइट डोज में आप यूज़ करेंगे तो यू कैन फर्दर रिड्यूस द नंबर ऑफ एप्लीकेशंस आल्सो.
सर मेरा एक सवाल था
हाँ जी.
कि जो Viago का रिजल्ट है वो कितने दिन तक इफेक्टिव है सर इसका मेज पर?
जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया, अगर आप इसको राइट टाइम पे इनिशिएट करते हैं और आप पॉपुलेशन को ज़्यादा बढ़ने नहीं देते हैं तो आपको अप टू 14 डेज तक भी रिजल्ट मिल सकता है. अगर लो टू मॉडरेट पेस्ट प्रेशर रहता है, अगर हाई पेस्ट प्रेशर रहता है तो आपको 10 से 12 दिन तक मिल सकता है इसका रिजल्ट. बट अगेन जितना जल्दी आप करेंगे उतना ज़्यादा बेनिफिट आपको मिलेगा, क्योंकि आपका एक तो डैमेज नहीं होगा क्रॉप को और उतना ही अच्छा रिजल्ट और लंबे टाइम का रिजल्ट मिलेगा. जितना लेट करेंगे उतना ऑलरेडी आपका डैमेज भी हो चुका होगा, फिर आपको ये प्रोडक्ट लगाना पड़ेगा, फिर आपको रिजल्ट भी थोड़ा शॉर्ट ड्यूरेशन मिलेगा. क्योंकि जितनी बड़ी लार्वी हो जाती है उसको किल होने में उतना ही बड़ा टाइम लगता है, बिकॉज उसको उतना खाना पड़ेगा तब जाके उतना केमिकल उसके अंदर जाएगा, उसके बाद वो मरेगा.
फार्मर है ना जो वो सस्ता यूज कर लेते हैं, जैसे नीहाइट पर वो कर लेते हैं, उसको कंट्रोल कर लेते हैं इजीली, परफेनोफोस और ये क्लोरो वगैरह यूज कर. तो अगर उनको चाहिए लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए केमिकल तो उस टाइम चाहिए जब वो टेस्टिंग से पहले स्टेज हो, क्योंकि उस टाइम फिर उसके बाद स्प्रे करना पॉसिबल नहीं होता. और जो कोब इफेक्ट होता है ना, इम्पैक्ट करती है जो फॉल आर्मीवर्म को लार्वा, तब उनको लंबा रिजल्ट चाहिए.
करेक्ट है. तो मैं यही कह रहा हूँ आपको. देखिए, आपको अगर पहले से अभी देखिए प्रोपिनोफॉस और सभी यूज करेंगे तो उससे आपको शॉर्ट टर्म का रिजल्ट मिल जाएगा, 3 से 7 दिन का मैक्सिमम. उसके बाद पेस्ट पॉपुलेशन आपका कंटिन्यूसली बिल्डअप हो रहा है वहाँ पे। तो अगर आप शुरू से अच्छे प्रोडक्ट यूज करेंगे तो पेस्ट पॉपुलेशन आपका एस्टेब्लिश नहीं हो पाएगा। वंस द पेस्ट प्रोडक्ट पॉपुलेशन एस्टेब्लिश हो जाता है, किसी भी चीज़ के लिए वो मैनेज करना बहुत उतना ही टफ होते जाता है। तो जितना अच्छे से आप शुरू से मैनेज करेंगे, यू विल नॉट अलाउ दैट पॉपुलेशन टू गेट बिल्डअप इन योर फील्ड और एस्टेब्लिश इन योर फील्ड। तो आपको बाद में भी आसानी से आपको मैनेज कर सकते हैं उसको।
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
सर एक्चुअली हम बिहार से बात कर रहे हैं सर।
हाँ जी।
इसमें स्वीट कॉर्न की जो खेती कर रहे हैं सर हम लोग बेसिकली ज्यादातर,
हाँ
तो
हाँ।
सर उसके मैनेजमेंट में सर फल आर्मी वर्म जो है सर कुछ डिफरेंट होता है नॉर्मल में से कि
नहीं नहीं नहीं,
सिमिलर
सेम
सर?
सेम सेम सेम। ओनली आपका क्रॉप ड्यूरेशन कम है वहाँ पे कंपेयर टू नॉर्मल कॉर्न। आपका स्वीट कॉर्न में क्रॉप ड्यूरेशन कम होता है, बट ये सेम स्पेसीज है, सेम सब कुछ है वहाँ पे,
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
कोई चेंज नहीं है। थैंक यू।
और किसी का सवाल? अगर there is no question, then I would like to move forward to the next lecture. The next lecture will be delivered by Mr. Prem Kumar. He will be covering the topic corn disease and their management with integrated crop protection molecule. He is sir is from Biocrop Science. Sir, over to you, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. So, can I share my screen?
Yes, sir. You can.
Somehow I'm not able to share, actually.
Kumar sir has to unshare his screen.
I can see some other screen, actually.
Lokesh Kumar sir, screen is left.
Yeah, Lokesh, can you unscreen and unshare your screen? Okay, I think now it is. Yeah. Can you able to see my screen?
Not yet, Prem.
How about now?
At least not for me. Now we can. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good evening. Once again, thank you for inviting us to this important training session of 21 days. So my topic, I would like to take you all through some corn diseases that you all know and their management with integrated crop protection molecules. So today, it's a good privilege for me to join this session. So I am actually working in Bayer from last 20 years and taking care of all the fungicide development across India, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka. So overall, if you look at the general challenges in corn farming, as already mentioned by Karanpreet Singh and Lokesh Kumar, so we have increased pest, disease, and weeds population as compared to previous 10 years. And provided with that, we have labor shortage also. So in the given situation, overall, if you look at the corn production, if you look at the top 10 states, so Karnataka, then Bihar, Maharashtra being the major corn producing states, followed by Uttar Pradesh, and then West Bengal, Telangana, and Andhra. So in these locations, the labor shortage is one, and increased pest populations, be it weeds, disease, all of them are really there. If you look at the diseases, you all know that there are common foliar diseases. Mainly there is cigarette shaped, we call it as northern leaf blight. Similarly, small elongated leaf spots, which is called as southern leaf blights, and lot of banded leaf and sheath blight, which makes the crop stunted in the beginning stage. And also rust is there in some southern parts of India and western parts of India. And also downy mildew is becoming a major threat again, apart from the banded leaf and sheath blight. So these are the major top 5 foliar diseases. Apart from this, there are some minor diseases. Of late, because of climate change, these diseases are also popping up in most of the locations, which includes brown spot, we call physoderma, then grave leaf spot, then border leaf blight. Also, there is white spot disease and diplodia leaf strike. So these are all minor diseases for now, but ultimately, the farmer, corn farmer, some percent of yield loss he is encountered because of these early foliar diseases. For farmers in India, who are majority are rain-fed farmers in Kharif season. Similarly, in case of Rabi season in Bihar and West Bengal and parts of South Andhra Pradesh, so all these are doesn't have most of these foliar diseases, but still, due to some disease like BLSP and also downy mildews in some areas, they pose some yield loss. Similarly, foliar disease are one side. In some hotspot areas, we also get stalk rot diseases. Stalk rot diseases, once it is established in the field, it actually gives 100% yield loss sometimes, or even majority more than 70 to 80% yield loss. In India, we have different species, majority from Fusarium stalk rot, and we also noticed in some areas like Gibberella, Diplodia stalk rots. Bacterial stalk rot, on the other hand, is very less in India, but there are few cases reported in the southern part of India as well. So this stalk rot management is very crucial and very much, I can say, it's slowly, steadily increasing year after year because of the climate change and soil types and the pathogen availability in the soil. Right. And apart from foliar and stalk rots, we also have ear rots. So ear rot diseases, there are different types. Ear rots are there, especially in Kharif season. The hybrids that are having open husk type of varieties, majorly they catch up these secondary diseases in the shank, in the grain. So there are different indications for different ear rot type. For example, Diplodia infection moves from bottom to the top, whereas Gibberella, it moves from top to bottom. And similarly, there is Fusarium ear rot that comes sporadically, patchwise in the damaged ears. So these are all the important diseases overall are available, and farmers are really facing these challenges in majority of the locations. Uh, Being short duration crop maize with 3 to not 3 4 to 5 months crop, so sometimes farmers avoid managing these diseases, thinking that they may not hamper the yield. But based on our studies in our company, so we noticed that there is a good amount of yield enhancement if farmers go for spray of at least one time spray fungicide, which can preventively manage the crop, and it can also enhance the yield by 5 to 8%, which is very much cost effective for farmers. We will see how. So crop protection molecules are one side, and we also have good hybrids. Nowadays, entire India, farmers are buying different hybrids from different companies. For example, from Bayer, we have DeKalb hybrids. So our hybrids are designed according to the farmer needs, depending upon the locations they are, cultivating this corn. We have a plant health team where we want to address exactly what farmers are facing these kind of challenges in different parts of the country. For example, in order to manifest any disease, we need a host, we need pathogen, we need the congenial environment. That's how we wanted to have this strategy from testing of pest reaction or validation to predicting the haplotype or the hybrid risk, considering those diseases. Similarly, we wanted to move from manual diagnosis to quantitative molecular diagnostics. And similarly, we wanted to move from risk modeling and to stimulate modeling for future types. So these are the primary concepts how we design our hybrids. Okay. So that's how we have a program while we assess the risk through risk modeling, and we design based on native trait haplotype discovery, and then we develop reliable and scalable hybrids, and finally we meet the requirements of the customer. If you look at scenario in India, we have these kind of diseases situated in different parts of the states. For example, stalk rot is there in the eastern part as well as northern part and Gujarat, and also in parts of south, everywhere. Whereas if you look at rust, it is majorly in the south market. Similarly, the other disease, the BLSP, is there in the east and north part of India. So currently, we provide the well suitable hybrids for these markets. So that's how the yield potential of our hybrids are quite high compared to any other genetics that are available in India. So DeKalb is our brand where we have a 25 years of tradition of prosperity. Most of you people already know about our brand. So if you look at corn seasons in India, we have spring season, we have Rabi season, we have Kharif season. So DeKalb 9108, 9208 are suitable for spring season, which are highly popular for tolerating different kinds of diseases, especially good heat tolerance in late spring planting windows and uniform long crops with good grain quality. Similarly, in case of Rabi market, especially in Bihar, where 9120, 9081, 9165, these hybrids are quite suitable, especially in the late Rabi segments and medium Rabi segments. Similarly, in Kharif market, whereas we have a lot of foliar diseases, 9126, similarly 9133, which is a drought tolerant hybrid in the Karnataka, and also in Maharashtra, we recently launched 9247 hybrid. So in case of stalk rot tolerance, 9178 and 9198 hybrids are really proving well. Apart from these corn hybrids, the other way of managing these diseases is through foliar sprays. As I said in the beginning, if farmer can adopt to spray at least one round of spray at 25 to 35 days after sowing as a preventive application, being soil-borne and airborne diseases of most of these foliar fungal diseases, this one preventive spray can enhance the yield up to 8%. So which is really good in the given market price for the farmers. So Nativo, you all know it is a very old brand. The reason for not promoting any new product is this product is already containing two mode of actions, mainly tebuconazole trifloxy, which is really good for managing these different types of diseases, especially fungal diseases. This product is systemic product. That's how it has a very good stay green character will come to the crop, even at medium, at tassel stage or flowering stage. Crop really good green, and it can tolerate some of those diseases that are coming later also. So in Bayer, we promote integrated solution. So we have seed which are already native trait tolerant, but in a given environment, they can be susceptible sometimes to fungal diseases. For that, we are recommending Nativo as a preventive spray. Similarly, we have seed treatment molecules. So recent past, we have experimented, for example, banded leaf sheath and blight, which is a soil-borne disease caused by rhizoctonia. In case of West Bengal, Orissa, Chhattisgarh markets, this disease is highly available, and even in Bihar and parts of UP as well. So what we done is we have done seed treatment followed by foliar spray. So seed treatment with Evergol Extend, you all know Evergol Extend, highly used for potato seed treatment. And now we have also label extension is we are getting the label for corn also. So 5 ml per kg followed by Nativo foliar spray at 350 gram per hectare. So this application was carried out. You can see this BLSP spotted disease. This is our own mapping of different diseases within India. So these are all the disease affected areas, and these are the results. So when we look at these diseases, especially we have done in UP Bahraich location, you can see untreated control with a very high disease of BLSP, whereas the treated plots are quite disease free. So which actually enhance the yield 12% yield. And we have screened all our hybrids to this treatment. So our recommendation is seed treatment, although it is coming with the packet, if you already have a disease in your field, you can top up with Evergol Extend, followed by one preventive spray of Nativo 350 gram per hectare. So which will take care of all your fungal diseases that are coming later, and it will give you 12% yield increase later. So this is about the diseases and how in Bayer we recommend a integrated solution. I just wanted to share few upcoming diseases which are not yet entered in India, but it is observed in the last couple of years in our neighboring countries like Philippines. So maize streak virus, it is already havoc in that Philippines area. In 2024-25 they have observed, and there is another disease called Gauss wilt outbreak, which is in South Africa. This is observed in 2024. Now it is also becoming endemic in that area. So these are all the symptoms and premature kind of indications for us to be vigilant on these kind of diseases, because the climate is changing. We already seen the effect that we didn't receive any good rains this year. Similarly, in North America, this is a new disease. This is called tar spot. And this is already most economically destructive foliar pathogen. This is caused by Phyllocoram Maize. And tar spot of corn really is very much endemic in North America now. In order to manage this, we are employing different marker-assisted genetical studies we are doing for tolerant hybrids. So our recommendation is clear: good hybrids which can have good tolerant to this disease, along with sustaining to the climate change, as we adopt to this seed treatment followed by foliar application that can enhance the yield level up to 12%, 8 to 12%. So we have a short-term, mid-term, and long-term strategies to develop these tailored solutions methodologies, as I mentioned, both including seeds, crop protection molecules, as well as the digital tools which can predict the future diseases. So happy to answer your questions. I hope I have completed within the given time. Thank you very much.
किसी का अगर सवाल है तो प्लीज.
Yeah, Vemanna Iradi has wrote, sir, regarding PFSR. Please ask what you want to ask. What are the predisposing factors?
I think it is post-flowering stalk rot, I think.
Yeah, PFSR, what are the
Yeah,
predisposing
predisposing.
factors?
Okay. Yeah, thank you for the question. As you know, PFSR mainly caused by in India Fusarium stalk rot or some other causal agents. Let me show handily with that question.
Okay.
Sir?
What are the latest efforts in the Indian scenario made on the downwind mildew control?
Okay. Yeah,
Because
downwind mildew.
last year we witnessed a severe downwind mildew outbreak. What are the latest efforts?
Yeah, maybe just let me complete the first question answer. So the prevailing predisposing factors includes dry weather prior to silking when the flower comes, no, and warm temperature, dry weather with warm temperatures. Similarly, after silking, if there is a wet weather, so dry climate followed by immediate rains and again dry climate. So sometimes because of these dry wet combinations, that stalk rot symptoms will appear. Yeah, so coming to second question, sir, downwind mildew control latest efforts. I think in Hassan territory, which is recently very much sensitive and a lot of havoc has happened, there is a ad hoc kind of setup where from Bayer side we have tested some solutions that can give protection in the beginnings 30-40 days. This is for downy mildew in the seed through the seed control, right? Because as we know, the Phytophthora, Penoscleropora, which is a oomycetes and very difficult to manage oomycetes diseases. So we are hand in hand approach with Karnataka state government, and then we are trying to provide one good molecule which is upcoming actually, because metalaxyl is not at all giving proper control in that particular market, and this is called fluoxapiprazole. This is a new mode of action, and we are trying to test that molecule. Yeah. So this is one effort from our side. And whereas from genetic side, as I said, we have already started screening our genetical hybrids that is having proper control in the genetic level. So marker assisted selection we are doing, and we already identified a few lines that are tolerant to downy mildew. So combining these two can provide a better solution for the downy mildew. Yeah.
Sir,
Yes, please. Yeah.
so if you have any combined formulation for biocontrol agents for a specific that maize crop,
No, from Bayer we don't have any biocontrol agents. Sorry.
then how to control that pathogens?
Yeah. So if you are asking about stock rot, I think this is always goes as an integrated management. So apart from controlling the management of the disease, we also need to have good cultural practices. That is by managing your urea and timely irrigation or timely water, or rainfall, moisture availability, and selecting a good hybrids. So integrated way of management only can give proper control for the stock rot. And as you said, the biocontrol agents also can help providing some level of management. It is not with one solution.
Thank you, sir.
Sure. However, what we observed, friends, is that if you at least adopt one or two strategies in the integrated disease management, especially to this hard to control downy mildew or stock rot or BLSP, at least you need to adopt to right hybrids and the right time of application, be it fungicide or be it time of nutrients. So because sometimes because of climate change, we sometimes skip some of those cultural practices or skip some of those foliar applications. So we observed that whichever field we sprayed with preventive spray, they delayed the disease, which means if stalk rot comes in the pre-flowering stage, post-flowering stalk rot, right? Otherwise, the disease is already there in the soil, but symptoms will appear in the later stage. So that's why we promote and recommend preventive spray. So where we cannot see the symptom in the beginning, but later when you are applying the fungicide, it will delay the symptoms, which means delay the disease. By that time already pollination happens, your cob is already set and it is escaping from the disease effect, that stalk rot or whatever may be the disease. So that's how yield is enhanced. You may be seeing the symptoms later stage, but by that time already your cob is setting, at least some assured yield you will get. Okay, that's the concept actually. Yes. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Sir, you are on mute if you are talking.
Sir, PFSR is seed borne. Is it seed borne?
No. PSFR is soil borne. This is fusarium, right? Post flowering, and even any other already in the soil it is there, not seed borne.
Okay, with the planting material, it won't be moving. We cannot expect with the planting material.
Yeah, okay. So basically, the stock health we say, whatever the hybrid we design for these diseases, it needs to have a good stock health, that stock that they have. So there are some mechanical damages during plowing or intercultivation, or there may be some other grazing effect. So through these different effects, so sometimes the soil pathogens can be able to enter into the plant system, immunity system. That's how it can damage the plants. So that's how it is. Okay. In order to tolerate, you need full tolerant hybrids, as well as you need to have a preventive sprays. So that's why there is crop rotation also should be there. After maize definitely is not really good. And after maize also you need to go for broad field crops, not again grass gramineous kind of crops like sorghum or bajra. Similarly, you need to maintain all those other cultural practices also intact. Okay.
और किसी का सवाल? If not, sir, Vishal sir.
Okay, there is no questions. So thank you, Premji and all,
Yes, sir.
Karanpreetji and all others, for giving nice overview of the, managing pests and diseases as well as insects, and weeds. So thank you all. We are very sorry for starting this lesson today very late. Tomorrow we'll starting within, 5 minutes of the start of the meeting. Okay. So thank you all. Now we can close this meeting. So one more lecture schedule we will be, rescheduling, in the few times to come. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for this
Thank you so
opportunity.
much.
Thank you.